Mr. Graining? Mr. Burmeister here? Mr. Gasmere?
Here.
Ms. Quincy Roll? Ms. Martinez?
Here.
Ms. McGinnis?
Here.
Mr. Warner? Okay.
Can we stand for the pledge of allegiance? I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We're now opening the floor for public comment. If you'd like to address the board, please fill out the designated sign-in sheet at the check-in table. Additionally, please be aware that comments made during this time are not protected from potential legal liability. As a reminder, the board will not respond to or engage in dialogue with individuals choosing to make a public comment. The board reserves the right to limit the length of public comment and has exercised that right for this meeting. Individual comments are limited to 3 minutes with a total of no more than 30 minutes allotted for all public comment. We also ask that all comments be made respectfully and in a manner that does not disrupt the meeting. With that said, we invite our first speaker to address the board, Ricky Baldwin.
Thank you. My name is Ricky Baldwin. I've been the chief negotiator for SEIU Local 73 as we've been negotiating the custodians and maintenance contract. I'm not here to negotiate with you, obviously, but to update you. We've had conflicts, of course, and we will continue to have disagreements. It's the nature of our relationship. But the union does want to improve our relationship with the board and with management. We've both agreed to a 2-year agreement contract. That's the employer's proposal. The major part of that is already passed. The new agreement would expire in June of this coming year, and it's time to move on. The union team met last week and notified the district's bargaining team that we are withdrawing all of our outstanding unresolved proposals and that we are agreeing to all of the district's outstanding unresolved proposals with one exception, which is would require that the union waive a statutory legal right. And since neither party can require the other to waive a legal right, we consider negotiations to be completed. We had a meeting with our membership over the weekend and ratified this tentative agreement. We will, of course, still have proofreading, clarification, that sort of thing that normally continues after a tentative agreement is reached. But as I said, we met with our members, ratified the agreement, and we now ask that the board do likewise and approve the agreement. It is, after all, mostly your proposals. And let us put this prolonged and painful negotiation at last to bed. Thank you.
Next is Doug Taylor.
Good evening. I am Doug Taylor. I'm another one of the SEIU reps for the unit here. And I want to address a couple points on on the agenda. One on the agenda is the contracting out that you'll talk about later. Tonight in closed session. And, I'm speaking, of course, against the contracting out of our unit. Jobs belong in this community. They belong here, the people that live here and work here. It's a math lesson when you look at the bids from the companies. So I dug through the bids that we have, and it's illuminating to see that in the bids, they are quoting 2.5 times the number of after-school hours for custodians to clean the buildings than you have scheduled as of April 2026. 2.5 times. That's a lot. That's a lot of short staffing on the administration's part to expect our folks to catch up for something that 2 outside vendors say is going to take 2.5 times hours. You have scheduled our folks to 64 hours of after-school time, and HES quotes 165.5 hours to clean the buildings that were bid, and Vanguard is 179.5 hours to do those buildings. So in my first grade teacher math, right, 64 is a lot less than 165 or 179 hours that these outside independent contractors feel is needed in time to clean the buildings. That just shows that you've set our folks up for failure this year when you have short staffed them so much. So much. Lastly, just wanted to share a bit about the Illinois Labor Board and the fact that the Labor Board does not take on frivolous complaints. They take on things that have merit and that they feel are substantive. And they have supported around 20 of our claims against the administration here at Blue Island. 20. And there will be legal process, but from what I understand, it takes a lot for the Illinois Labor Board to pick up a complaint and carry it forward. And I just, they only take on the ones that they feel there's something there to take a look at. So you should ask your administration board, 20? Once in a while, 1 or 2, we get through, but 20 at one time? So please vote against contracting out. It doesn't keep jobs in our community or in your community here with your students. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, we have Shatona Edwards.
Good evening, board members and community members. I am Shatona Edwards, and I am a parent, a taxpayer, a community member, and a fellow educator. I'm here tonight because I believe our community deserves greater transparency and accountability from elected officials entrusted in leading this district. In April 2026, 4 board members called a special meeting that resulted in the removal of the board president. The public, including the parents, students, teachers, and other stakeholders, was given no prior indication that concerns existed that would lead to the removal of an elected official. Months later, our community still has not received a clear explanation of why that action was taken. Now, in July 2026, the board is once again choosing to conduct discussions behind closed doors regarding the vetting process for the next superintendent. While I understand that certain personal matters may legally require executive sessions, the community deserves to understand the overall process. What qualifications are you seeking? What criteria will be used to evaluate the candidates? What systems are in place to ensure a fair, objective, and transparent selection process for the individual who will lead our schools and shape the educational experience of our children, my children? I also have concerns regarding the board's planned discussion of the grievances submitted by district personnel whose employment was terminated. While individual personal matters may be confidential, Broader questions remain. What trends are contributing to the grievances? Why has our district experienced significant turnover among teachers and administrators? More importantly, what is the board doing to improve employee retention, strengthen workplace culture, and ensure that talented educators and leaders want to remain in District 130? These questions are not about individual employees, they are about governance, leadership, and public trust. The board serves the public. You are elected officials accountable to the community that elected you. Transparency is not optional, it's essential to building confidence in your leadership and your decisions. So I ask, why has there been a lack of transparency surrounding the removal of the board president? Why is the public being excluded from understanding the superintendent's search process? What steps is the board taking to address staff turnover and improve retention? What policies, procedures, and accountability measures are in place to ensure that this board operates openly, ethically, and in the best interest of our children, our students, our staff, and our community? Our students deserve stable leadership. Our educators deserve support, our families deserve honesty, and our community deserves a board that values transparency as much as it values governance. I urge each of you to remember the oath that you took when you accepted the responsibility serving as elected officials. Leadership requires accountability, and accountability begins with transparency. Thank you.
Thank you.
I probably have almost the same thing to say about part of what was just said, but my name is Julie Spoon. Tonight, in closed session, the board will be presented with all kinds of information and strategies presented by representatives of School Exec Connect as they search for a new superintendent. I am not sure why this isn't information that would benefit all of us who are interested in the superintendent search. We should all be allowed to educate ourselves. We all have a vested interest in who our next superintendent will be, and to leave out a huge population of interested parties in this initial procedure is not acceptable, nor is it right. When will we get to hear what the board learns from this meeting? Will we ever be presented with a list of candidates, or will it just be a fait accompli? A new superintendent chosen by the board with no community input. We were told that we would be given information every step of the way. Closed session does not inform us at all. It just raises more questions and creates suspicion. Not good. Thank you.
There were no other public comments. Are there any board comments?
One, and it is kind of in response to several of this moment and this discussion that's been going on. Maybe, Mr. Cruz, can you explain why this is a closed session? If there's a lot of reason for the
This is our, I'm sorry.
No, but that was it. Nice.
This is the first initial. The contract was signed in February. It took until July to meet. This is the first ever meeting, and it's for us as a board to gather information. Things will be presented back to the public. This is more for us to kind of figure out what we need. This was chosen to be a closed discussion, so we can discuss, and it will be presented back to the community. As far as figuring out like what do we want community involvement, like there's a lot that goes into it. It will be shared to the community as we gather more information.
And is there a legal reasons in the closed session or transparency issue? I'm sorry. Like this is evening for our own.
Yes.
So that was it.
Does anyone else have any other?
then quickly sum up what we talked about and then come back out tonight. Briefly, bullet point things that are okay to say about, can we do that?
My thought process was, so there's, on the agenda right now, there's that superintendent search, that's where it will go. So whatever we talk about today, will, I don't know that all of it will be, because that's a lot, but it will be summarized, yes, to be shared in that, for August's meeting. Was there anything else? At this time, we move to the consent agenda. Are there any items that the board members would like to move from the consent agenda for separate discussion?
I have nothing.
If there are none, may I have a motion to approve the consent agenda items as presented? For this meeting, the items are 3A, B, C, D, E as amended, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, and N. I'm sorry, there is no N. It's just N.
I'll make a motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Can we have a roll call, please?
Ms. McGinnis?
Yes.
Ms. Martinez?
Yes.
Mr. Burmeister, yes. Mr. Gasnier?
Yes.
That's approved.
Motion approved. We will move on to action items. I have a motion to approve the fiscal year 2027 Nathan Hill Middle School Gymnasium renovation project.
I'll make a motion.
Before we approve anything, there's a couple options here to discuss.
Sorry, I said that right. I read it. So the two options that were presented was option number one is the premium maple hardwood athletic floor. This new floor, it's new maple hardwood floor, athletic flooring, custom court stripping, mascot logo, finish system, and athletic wall base. And there's option number two is the TerraFlex sports flooring. It's resilient athletic flooring with custom game striping and mascot crafts. If I recall correctly from our last board meeting, Mr. O'Shea, if I'm wrong, please say something. The hardwood allows us to be included in IESA for like tournaments or games or things like that.
Yeah, so what IESA prefers hardwood. If you don't have it, it doesn't exclude you from certain events, but like most tournaments and stuff, it would typically reflect through a school or building as hardwood.
I'm all for it, but I think I was asking last meeting, we were waiting on something to get back to us, right? To see if we could afford it, basically. What am I trying to say? So you would ask Mr. O'Shea to talk to him about specific products. Yes. So that's interrupt there. Yes, but then there was something else that we're an audit. So we do have a facility system. That's in the fall, yes. We do know that the gymnasium at school is something that needs to be updated. So we're doing that. That is part of what they're recommending. So I think it's something that's good.
We've done that with one o'clock.
Yes, no, I know, and it needs to get done, but I'm just saying, with everything else going on, and everything else being by the doors, and everything else that's going on right now, I just don't know which fits in our budget better, you know?
And same thing with us, sure, it's for classrooms.
We have, you know,
regards to, purchase, whichever option, which is, obviously the investment, alternate one. There was going to be more conversations and after determining how much, especially depending on the facilities assessment and then integration type of we have means and ways of talking various projects. Thank you.
I think there's a $250,000 difference. I would go with Harwood and get, it will last longer and get some more premier annual. If we're building our athletic program, which we can in our future, I think I'd rather have a nice facility, especially one that will last longer. Harwood for less. What was it?
You can typically 50 to 70 years on compared to maintenance.
Yeah, I think the lifespan, the longer.
I agree, I'm leaning towards the Hardwood course too. Just last volleyball season, they had for girls, they held the regional sections at her, regionals. Hardwood is a school facility, but I think the Hardwood course were also enticing. Is there any other discussion?
No, I agree 100%. It's great. If you're going to showcase the facility and make it a sports program, that would bring your floor. It's well worth it. And we also do have to remember that we did just have this in the, had this in the budget previously, and a board member removed it, unbeknownst to us. So that's why we're revisiting this, because the program probably isn't supposed to be done.
Are we ready to make a motion? May I have a motion to approve the fiscal year 2027 Nathan Hale Middle School Gymnasium renovation project, alternate number one?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Mr. Gessner?
Yes.
Mr. Burmeister, yes. Ms. Martinez?
Yes.
Ms. McGinnis?
Yes.
Approved.
Motion approved. May I have a motion to approve the Lincoln School Safety Considerations IGA provided by the City of Blue Island from MCS LLC?
Yeah, I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Martinez?
Yes.
Mr. Gessner?
Yes.
Mr. Burmeister, yes. Ms. McGinnis?
Yes.
Approved.
Motion approved. Informational items?
So if we go back really quick, I know we just approved it. Can we just give the public like a 30-second overview of what they're doing over there? Want to do that? What we've done to date? What are our updates?
Yeah, so I had our maintenance staff install 2 swing gates
Okay.
on the west end parking lot. But we managed in a similar fashion to the road horses and homes that were put up. The building principal, assistant principal, work, so those staff will close them, drop off, open up, and help out. Pick up in the neighborhood, something similar. Just require that to speak to speed bumps or anything further that the city discussed.
As of yet, I haven't received any specific information from the city.
Thanks. Sorry, thank you.
Thank you. I do not have a. Let's just. or president's report, excuse me. At this time, do you have any comments from the meeting item vote? May I have a motion to go into closed session for any of the below listed reasons? The appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of employees of specific individuals who serve as independent contractors or specific volunteers of the district or legal counsel for the district, including hearing testimony on a complaint lodged against an employee, a specific individual who serves as an independent contractor or a volunteer of the district against legal counsel for the district to determine its validity, collective negotiating matters between the district and its employees or their representatives, or deliberations concerning salaries, schedules for one or more classes of employees, evidence or testimony presented at the school board regarding denial of admission to school events or property pursuant to section 2424 of the school code, provided that the school board prepares and makes available for public inspection a written decision setting forth its determinative reasonings, security procedures, school building safety and security, and the use of personnel and equipment to respond to an actual, a threatened, or a reasonably potential danger to the safety of employees, students, staff, the public, or public property. Pending litigation, establish reserves of settled claims, classification and discussion on confidential matters, discussion of minutes of closed session. Can I have a roll call, please?
I'll make a motion.
Sorry.
I'll second. Take a roll call. Mr.
Wow.
Yes. Mr. Gassinger.
Yes.
Ms. Martinez.
Yes.
Ms. McGinnis.
Yes.
Approved. Clerk Cash, please.
Thank you. Motion carries, we'll go to closed session. May I have a motion to return to open session?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
All right, Mr. Meany's not here, Mr. Burmeister here, Mr. Gassinger.
Yes.
Mr. Rose not here, Ms. Martinez.
Yes.
Ms. McGinnis.
Here.
Mr. Warner is not here. Approved.
Motion approved, we're now in open session. May I have a motion to approve the dismissal of Maria Martinez for the reasons discussed in closed session?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Ms. McGinnis.
Yes.
Ms. Martinez.
Yes.
Mr. Burmaster, yes. Mr. Geisner.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Motion approved. May I have a motion to approve the step 4 termination grievance of Brenda Leon for egregious theft of time?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Burmaster, yes. Mr. Geisner.
Yes.
Ms. Martinez.
Yes.
Ms. McGinnis.
Yes.
Approved.
Motion approved. May I have a motion to approve the step 4 termination grievance of Maria Fernandez for egregious theft of time?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Martinez.
Yes.
Mr. Geisner.
Yes.
Ms. McGinnis.
Yes.
Mr. Burmaster, yes. Motion approved.
May I have a motion to approve the step 4 termination grievance of Michael Richardson for egregious theft of time?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Ms. Martinez.
Yes.
Mr. Burmaster, yes. Mr. Geisner.
Yes.
Ms. McGinnis.
Yes.
Approved.
May I have a motion to approve the step 4 termination grievance of Raymond Johnson for egregious theft of time?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Burmaster, yes. Mr. Geisner.
Yes.
Ms. Martinez.
Yes.
Ms. McGinnis.
Yes.
Motion approved.
May I have a motion to approve the step 4 termination grievance of Victor Munoz for egregious theft of time?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Martinez.
Yes.
Mr. Geisner.
Yes.
Ms. McGinnis.
Yes.
Mr. Burmaster, yes. Motion approved.
May I have a motion that the Board of Education proceed with the necessary statutory steps to complete its review of the bid submitted by HES so that the board may consider entering into a contract if it is determined to be in the best interest of the students and staff of the district?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Ms. McGinnis.
Yes.
Ms. Martinez.
Yes.
Mr. Geisner.
Yes.
Mr. Burmaster, yes. Motion approved.
Thank you. I move that the Board of Education approve the proposed settlement agreement. May I have a motion that the Board of Education approve the proposed settlement agreement as presented and authorize the board president and superintendent to execute all documents necessary to finalize the agreement?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Burmaster, yes. Ms. McGinnis.
Yes.
Mr. Geisner.
Yes.
Ms. Martinez.
Yes.
Approved.
Since there's no further business, may I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Burmaster, yes. Mr. Geisner.
Yes.
Ms. Martinez.
Yes.